Want to start exercising? That's great. You might not realize this, but your number one goal should be consistency. Because whatever other goals you might have of things you want to be, things you want to do, you're never going to reach it if you start working toward it. Keep this in mind, because even though you might hear that biking might be the best cardio exercise for obese people, if you hate biking with a passion, you should not be doing it. Because if you do, you're not going to keep consistency. You're not going to keep training. And there are so many alternatives to training. So whatever tips, tricks, rules, recommendations that you hear, remember that if it's stopping you, if it's a hinder for you to keep going and exercising, choose something else. I'm Emma, and I'm an obese beginner at the gym. I'm happy to share what I've learned about starting exercising at the gym as an obese woman. Strength or cardio? What should you be doing? Well, I recommend that you do whatever gets you more excited about going back to the gym. Consistency is the number one goal, remember? If you don't quite know or want to try something new, or just want to hear what I recommend, do strength training. I recommend strength training because it increases the speed of your metabolism. And metabolism is how fast your body uses calories, burns calories throughout your life, so even while you're asleep. And for me, one of my goals is weight loss, and so that's why I want to speed up my metabolism to faster lose weight. I also choose strength training because I want to get strong and I want to change my body composition. If you love cardio, go for it. Do that. If you do a lot of cardio, I recommend sprinkling in a little bit of strength training at least, because an over-reliance of cardio can signal your body to slow down your metabolism. Unless, of course, you want to stay at the same weight or gain weight. But if your goal is, as mine, to lose weight, then you really don't want to slow down your metabolism. So don't over-rely on cardio. Sprinkle in a little bit of strength training as well. What exercises should you be training when strength training? I really love compound exercises. Those are exercises when you do multiple muscle groups at the same time, such as a squat that trains both your thighs, your calves, and your butt, and a little bit of stomach as well. The opposite of compound exercises are called isolation exercises, such as the bicep curl, where you're holding a dumbbell and you're just curling your arm. That trains one muscle group, and that's your bicep. Now you can do these too, but I choose compound exercises for a number of reasons. One major reason is that compound exercises mimic real life movements. We seldom do something in our real life that only requires one muscle group. There's normally a lot of them working together. Compound movements don't only build strength, but they also balances and stabilizes you because they are lifelike movements. They are similar to movements such as lifting your groceries out of the cart. Those are the type of muscles that we're building, that the stability that we're building in balance when we do compound exercises. Here are some examples of compound exercises: the farmer's walk, squat, deadlift, lat pull downs, shoulder press, rows. These are some of the exercises that I've done and do in my workout routines. If this is your first time ever at the gym, I recommend you choose one exercise. You don't need to do all of them. Even just doing one thing is so much better than staying at home on the couch. And as mentioned before, we need to build consistency. So choose one, bring your headphones, bring your cell phone, and in the gym, look up videos of people doing that exercise. Then you find the machine, or if you're doing squats or just standing around, find a spot. Choose the lightest weight, the least resistance that you can, and copy the people you see on the videos. Because you're using so low weight, low resistance, you don't need to worry about injury. You just need to try to copy them the way they're doing the exercise and try to get the form as well as you can. Aim to do 10 repetitions, then take a little pause, maybe a couple minutes, then do 10 more repetitions, another pause, and then 10 more. That's what we in the gym call 3 sets of 10 reps. After you're done with exercise, wipe off the equipment if you're using any, and then go home. You've done it. You've gone to the gym. You've done your one exercise. Congratulations. Be proud and keep being excited about coming back. Book your next section to come back and do it again. Once you've built up some consistency, you can start adding new exercises and then create a workout routine. There are lots of ways to create a workout routine, or you could just buy one from a personal trainer or from someplace online. You can use ChatGPT to create one for yourself. Whatever floats your boat. I do want to tell you some basics. There are 2 major different styles of workout routines from what I can find. One is called the split body workout and one is the full body workout. And the split body workout, you do at least 4 sessions per week and you split the exercises by muscles on your body. A normal split that I see a lot when I do research is upper body versus lower body. If you want to train 4 or more times per week, you need to do a split body workout because your muscles need time to rest before you train again. At least a full day in between days of training. And so if you do a full body workout on a Monday, you can't do another full body workout on the Tuesday. You have to wait until Wednesday. But if you split the workout and you only do upper body exercises on Monday, then you can come back on Tuesday and do lower body exercises on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you can come again and do upper body again, and so on. So that is a split body workout. The full body workout, you only need to go 2 to 3 times a week. And you shouldn't go more because, as I mentioned, your body needs to rest and your muscles needs time to grow, I should say. I do a full body workout 3 times a week and it's working great for me so far. As for how many exercises to do a full body workout, I would say pick 4. Currently I'm doing 6, but I also been going, this is my 12th week going. If you're just starting out, do 1 exercise as I mentioned, but if you're starting a new workout routine, pick 4 compound exercises and go for that and then do that for 4 weeks before switching it up. How much weight should you be pushing or pulling or whatever the exercise is? Well, that will vary. It will vary throughout the month, depending on your cycle as a woman. You will feel stronger or weaker when going to the gym, depending on your state. Same goes for guys and women, depending on when you last ate, how well you slept. All of these things affect your state and will affect how well you can push yourself at the gym. However, you want something concrete, right? You want to start somewhere. Well, I recommend to start with 3 sets of 10 repetitions. And then you start at the lowest weight, but then you add weight until you feel that you can do 3 sets of 10 reps and a few more. I don't want you to train to failure, which is a term, you can search it, you can look it up. Basically, that just means you train until you can't do 1 more rep. You can't do even 1 more. And I don't recommend that because I'm afraid of injury. And if I'm afraid of that for myself, I don't want to risk anyone else getting injured, right? So until you become an intermediate or you're better at strength training, I don't recommend looking at training that hard. Do 3 sets of 10 and add the weight until you're at a level you feel that you could do a few more reps, and that's fine. And then how I want you to train is something called progressive overload, which means that you will continue to push yourself a little bit at a time, progressive in increments. So you can either each training session or maybe each week aim to push yourself a little bit more. So if you normally do an exercise where you do 3 sets of 10 reps at 50 pounds, then maybe next week you do 3 sets of 12 reps. So you up the rep level, but you have the same 50 pounds. And when you feel you can do 3 sets of 12 reps at 50 pounds and push out a few more, then you increase to 55 pounds in the next session. But you also decrease your reps. So next time you do 3 sets at 8 repetitions at 55 pounds. And then you continue upping the reps until you reach 12 again, and then up the weight, lower the reps range. And that's called progressive overload. And you want to do that pushing because as you train, you will start building muscle. And the exercises will get easier because you have muscle, which means your body's not going to build any more muscle. So you need to continue to push yourself a little bit to continue to grow and to build your strength. How about warm up and cool down? From my research, I found that warm-ups, as I was taught and many others that were necessary for training, is actually not. And that's because if you do a warm-up on the bike, for example, you'll warm up your legs because you're pushing the pedals, and you'll warm up your heart and your lungs, cardio, right? Any sort of cardio training will warm up your lungs and heart. But if you're then going to go sit down and do a shoulder press, that's using your shoulders and your arms and upper body. You haven't warmed those muscles up by biking for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And if you look at what these strength trainers are recommending online, and it makes sense to me, you need to warm up the muscles you're about to use. And how people do that is that they'll do the same exercise, but they'll do it at a lower weight range. So if you do that exercise where you did 3 sets of 10 reps at 50 pounds, when you go to do that, you don't need to warm up. You can go sit down at the machine straight away, but you start with 1 set at maybe 20 pounds. And then maybe you do 1 set at 35 pounds. And now you're warmed up. So now you can aim for that 50 pounds to 3 sets of 10. And that's how you warm up the muscles that you need to use for the exercise that you're doing. You do that for each exercise. If you're starting at 0, then of course you can't lower it anymore. And you probably don't need a lot of warm up in that case anyway. But if you feel that you want it or feel that you need it, just do a set with less reps. Maybe start by just doing 2 reps just to get those muscles warmed up. As for cool down, I don't think that we need it. We don't need to do these stretches, but they help with flexibility and mobility. So if you feel that your muscles are getting tense and they're harder and you're not feeling as flexible, then you can start incorporating some stretches, either at the end of your workout sessions or in separate sessions altogether. How about equipment? What do you need to go to the gym to start training? Well, you're going to need clothes and you're going to sweat. So you're going to have to be comfortable to sweat in them. I use a hoodie just like this when I train because it's a little bit too cold at my gym for me. You're also going to need shoes, indoor shoes, because most gyms don't allow you to wear outdoor shoes. And some of them you could go without shoes. I would just recommend bringing indoor shoes. And that's really all you need. There are 2 additional things I recommend, which is to bring a water bottle so you can hydrate, get more water in you. And lastly, a notebook to write down the exercises, how many sets and reps and weights that you do. I would never be able to remember, so I bring a notebook and I actually write in it after each exercise because I forget that fast. I can't sit in the changing room after and write it down. I have to do it straight away. So those are the 4 things: clothes, shoes, water bottle, and notebook that I recommend that you bring to the gym. Excellent. You're now ready to go exercise. Please let me know how your next workout session turned out. Leave comments below and let me know. And if I can do this, you can too. See you at the gym.